Today was exhausting. I won't lie about it. For whatever reason, well, I have an idea as to why. My sleep was somewhat different. But for whatever reason, today, I started the workout feeling like I had a little less energy than the last time I had an upper body day, upper focus day. However, I still had the capacity to do the work, both mentally and physically. I wasn't too taxed. I wasn't really taxed at all. A couple of things felt slightly more difficult than last time, so on and so forth. I think a big part to play was my morning. I woke up late, relatively speaking. That didn't set me up as nicely as it should have. So it's kind of understandable. However, that in combination with fiddling about with a few other things, content-wise, that I'm working on, today's session felt extremely exhausting. And I think a huge part of it was because I was constantly in the back of my mind thinking about these other little pieces of equipment that I'm using and setting them up and making sure they're working and figuring out, just getting comfortable using them. Like, naturally, I remember when I first started these videos, how taxing just putting the camera somewhere was. As trivial as it sounds and as weird as it sounds, it is something that you have to acclimatize to, and it's something that you have to get used to. And it's not until it becomes like breathing that you can almost forget about it and it just be part of the process rather than a separate process that needs to be practiced and refined, because that's taxing. Practicing a new skill, a new routine of any sort, is taxing. And I've touched upon it previously as well, with regards to the importance of having a gym that you call home, having somewhere where you can come in and maneuver the environment the same way you did yesterday. Not have to think about how you maneuver the environment. You have your default robotic mode, so to speak, so that you can just focus on the workout, which is why I'd imagine and believe home gyms to be so valuable. But it was fun. It was fun to play with. It was fun to even see some people there who could potentially help me play with them and ask them some questions. Play with the equipment, ask some questions, lean on their expertise. Speak to people about the idea behind it, and It was cool, man. It was cool. I look forward to spending what will probably be the rest of the evening just flicking through the footage, flicking through the audio as well. Because, long story short, I'm working on some slightly different content to align with my train everyday journey that requires me to wear a mic whilst I'm at the gym, so that I can capture some audio of my experience in the gym. Because there's a lot of value in a lot of the conversations that I have in the gym. And it's not exactly a place where you can set up a podcast studio, is it? And the beauty of the value in those conversations are the natural element of them. And that's not something I ever want to lose. So I look forward to working on this. It's not going to be an overnight thing. Excuse me. And I don't think it will be something akin to the way I approached this series, this project, where I was happy to just get the ball rolling and put something out. Now, whilst I believe that is extremely important to getting anything started, with what I'm trying to achieve with this other series is slightly more complicated and requires me to develop some slightly different skills when it comes to just the creation and the editing of said videos. Whereas the videos, I can't really make a super basic, super simple. I literally do everything on my phone. Don't need a computer for anything. Super raw. As you can imagine, if anybody watching or listening has any idea as to how to make simple videos, you would know just by looking at my videos how bog standard and basic it is. So I look forward to learning some new skills. I'm working on that. But like I said, it's not going to be something that I just... Well, it might be, actually. I was thinking about it today. Like, if, depending on what comes out of today's test run, because today I was essentially just fiddling with levels, volume levels, and what the mic would capture, so on and so forth. Depending on how that goes, depending on how the audios come out, will depend on whether I feel willing to just throw something out there. Even there, I'd have to ask the people that I interacted with first and foremost and take it from there, but that's not a problem. So maybe we'll see. But I need to get a feel for certain software. Anyway, I'm waffling now. If you made it this far, thank you very, very much. I appreciate you more than you can imagine, and I shall see you tomorrow. Peace.